How's everyone doing?
I think she's ready.
You are correct.
Come on, just get over with it. We've been here for hours.
Sir, we're doing the best that we can. Please have some patience.
We are paying too much for this baby to not have been delivered already. Maybe if we had some more competent people, then we wouldn't be in this mess we are in now.
When is this gonna be over?
Really soon. When I count down, I need you to start pushing. 3, 2, 1, push!
I believe in you, man. You can do this.
Woo! Turned out very well.
Congrats.
Look, Stanley. Our baby.
What a beautiful, wonderful boy. I'm so glad that he turned out a boy.
You did very well.
Thank you very much, nurse.
Thank you, doctor.
It's my pleasure. You'll be a great father.
Thank you. We really did it, huh? Me and you have a son together. Thank God he came out as a boy.
What do you want to do about naming him? We are sticking with the original plan of naming him after my grandfather, right?
Actually, I had some second thoughts about that. When that baby came out, I definitely thought he is going to be just like me. We should name him Stanley Jr.
What are you talking about? We agreed a few weeks ago to name him after my grandfather.
What's the matter? You don't want your precious little baby boy to be named after a dirty Polak? This boy is my legacy. We are going to name him Stanley Jr., and that is final.
Calm down. There's no reason to be yelling in the hospital right after the birth of our son. If you feel so strongly about it, then yes, we can name our son Stanley Jr.
Good.
I heard some commotion. Is everything alright?
Everything is fine.
I also thought I'll ask you about what's the baby's name going to be.
We agreed on Stanley Kowalski Jr. as the little fellow's name.
Perfect. I'll write that on the birth certificate.
How is my son?
Your son seems as healthy as can be.
Thanks, miss. This is good news.
Yes, everything all looks normal.
Oh, thank God.
The doctor says that all the vitals are ordinary.
Oh, that's great.
Yes. Do you feel at all nervous?
Well, of course. I played this over and over in my head, making sure that everything was right and okay.
Well, now you can finally relax because he's in good hands.
Okay, miss. Do you have any children?
I do, actually. I have 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls. They're the best thing that I've ever been blessed with.
4? I cannot imagine. 4 rugrats all running around at the poker table at home.
Oh, you're a big poker player?
Yes, actually, at home, my wife and her sister will watch me and the other men play poker at the table.
Oh, you never offer her to play?
Of course not. I always tell her that this poker is a men's game. She typically drinks with her sister.
How nice of you.
Well, miss, we actually have a system that works at our house. The men go and play poker unbothered by women, while the women off and drink, and we do not intervene on any of the sort.
Oh, this event is established as time you can spend apart from each other out of the tiring days?
Exactly, miss. To say it is wonderful would be an understatement. Do you have someone at home?
Yes, I do, sir. Although they're never around at home to keep me or the children comfortable. I'm often lonely at times during the day.
Oh, that is terrible.
Yes, but I make do. How much time do you spend with your wife?
Stella? I'm almost with her every night. Every night.
What is she like?
Stella knows her place in the house, and she spends all her time in the kitchen, as she should.
How nice.
How long have you been in love?
5 years.
Well, that is great.
Yes, there's been ups and downs, but altogether,
Have you ever thought about someone else?
I suppose. Have you?
Here and there. Your eyes are pretty awfully pretty there, miss.
Well, thank you, sir. That is a flattering coat.
Well, thanks, miss. I have many more at home if you want to see them all.
What are you trying to get at, sir?
I'm just informing you of the huge collection I have back at home if you want to check it out.
Well, I think that'd be awfully inappropriate.
I mean, you are adults both. I believe we can be adults in this professional situation. If the event is enjoyable, I may even buy you a coat of my own. Of your own.
No, thank you, sir. That is completely unacceptable. It is awfully surprising you'd even say such, considering your wife just bore you a son.
That's your loss.
Everything is fine with your son. Please go and visit him and think about yourself and your family.
I wish that Stanley ever came to be your mother. The doctor said we still have months together. Why must your life be cut short all of a sudden? I know that you wanted me to get married, but I don't think Blanche will be a good match. I love her, but her past is filled with sin and she's too dirty for me. I hope you understand. Kiefer, Stanley, Shaw, they all told me about Blanche's past and the stuff that she did. She lied to me, and I don't think I could ever trust her anymore. I love you, Mother, and I hope that you can fight through this illness. Please stay with me.
Mr. Mitchell, we are going to conduct more tests on your mother. Please exit the room and we will call you once you are done. Your mother will be fine in our hands.
Get some rest, Mother. I'll check on you again soon. Hey, Stanley.
Hey Mitch, what brings you here?
Mother is very sick. The doctors say that she doesn't have very much time left to live, and I've just been with her all night.
That is very unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. Hey, how's Stella doing? I heard she's having her baby delivered.
Yes, they have. You are now looking at a new father. I am glad that my child is a boy. We need more men in this world that can keep these women in their place.
Congratulations. I'm glad that everything worked out well.
I am too. Stanley Jr. will grow to be just like his old man. Women like Blanche need to be taught a lesson by us.
Yeah, women need to be clean and pure, not dirty like her.
You wouldn't believe the lies she tried to tell me the other night.
Like what?
This woman had the audacity to say that you came crawling back to her like some weak, desperate fool. And I caught on to her lies. And I taught her a lesson.
How so?
I showed Blanche the consequences of trying to take away power from a man, and I reminded her a little something of the Napoleonic Code. Men have the ultimate authority over their families, and women who try to take their place and their power should be punished.
So, what did you do?
I had my way with her. I had to show that woman who she was messing with.
You did what? You knew I loved her.
It was her or me. Mitch, you out of all people should know that a man has to stay in power. I will let this one slide. But you best better get a hold of yourself.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Stanley.
I guess we're on the same page.
What does Stella think about this?
About what? It's a man's job to make decisions in his family. I don't give a damn what she has to say about how I handled Blanche.
You don't think she'll get angry?
Stella knows her place. Unlike her sister, she will agree like me, like she always has.
Mr. Mitchell, we're done with our test. You can be with your mother now.
I ought to get going. Mother doesn't have much time left, and I want to spend more time with her.
Oh my, I'm an ant. Come now, show me my little nephew.
What an adorable child Stanley I've made. Oh, careful now, don't drop him.
My oh my, look at this adorable little child. She's definitely has your pretty eyes and pretty mouth.
No, that's not right, Blanche. He definitely looks like his father. Isn't that right, Stanley Jr.? Isn't that right, Stanley Jr.? What a good little baby, Stanley Jr.
Stella, there's something I must tell you about the wretch that is your husband. That disgusting, vulgar maniac has violated me in ways that I've never been violated before. That man has breached me in every way possible. Only Edgar Allan Poe could do justice to the hand I was dealt with in this disastrous world of yours. Earlier I talked about how I was on the verge of lunacy. Well, guess what, Stella? I am.
Oh, Stella, why don't you calm down? Here, take a drink of this and tell me about that awful dream of yours.
Oh no, Stella. This isn't some bad dream of mine. This is reality. Just look at the shape of me. This isn't to send some message. This is the result of the disaster I went through.
No, I guess not. You must have been really scared to be coming here in such a ripped up dress.
Stella, listen to me. You're in love with a monster, a vulgar, vile villain, along with the likes of Hyde and Frankenstein.
Listen, I know you and Stanley don't get along often, but I'd really appreciate it if you would try to make up with him and avoid saying these awful things. Stanley and I produced such a wonderful Stanley Jr. that will keep us tied to each other until the day we die.
Ask the neighbor. Ask anyone around the house what happened last night. I'm sure they'll agree that was violated in every way conceivable.
I think you need more than just some drinks. That's just a pretty awful nightmare you had there.
Sister, listen to me. This isn't just some bad nightmare. Grasp that around your head. The husband that you had a child with raped me, and he did it to me, he could have done to anyone. That wretched excuse of a human does not deserve to be your husband. You should prepare that baby. We're leaving for Dallas. I know someone, and I'll make sure that they'll take us away nicely.
Blanche, please understand. When I first met Stanley, sure, he was rough around the edges. He wasn't the most caring, but he's changed now. I changed him. And I think I can keep changing him until he's finally a well-refined human being.
Stella, how is the baby?
Doing quite all right, dear. More importantly, Blanche has been having bad dreams. Terrible, really. She even trashed up her dress. You want to know what it's about? You're trying to rape her.
Oh, really now? Must have been a night.
I trusted you, Stella. I confided in you, and this is what you do to me. That man raped me.
What?
Well, now that woman has really lost it. To claim that I'd ever consider laying hands of that tramp of a sister-in-law.
Stanley, don't say that.
I'll tell you what. Last night, she was going on about some Miami millionaire who would swoop in and take her away on a luxurious yacht. Tried to call Western Union too. She went on and on and on about some non-existent telegram wire.
She's had friends in high places in the past.
Stella, honey, she had a mental breakdown. She had gone rabid. Honest to God, she smashed a bottle and was waving it around all over the damn place. If I hadn't grabbed her, she'd either hurt me or herself. It was then she started crying out rape. And I'm telling you, she's lost all connection to reality.
Oh dear, I had a cousin like that back in the day. Had schizophrenia. Take my word, there was no help in her. Best thing we could do was send her to a nice place where they could account for her needs.
Hey now, I just talked to Blanche the other day and she seemed just fine with me. I said some things I may have regretted, but she's fine, just fine.
Well, as long as she goes on about her mad claims of me, she can hardly stay. What if people hear? I will certainly not have my reputation soiled by that mad woman of a skank.
I will not lock away my sister. She's just been through a lot of stress lately. She doesn't need some damned asylum.
Think about it. Life has been cruel to her. It can't be helped. Any woman in her position would surely break in the pressure. I assure you, the conditions are that of a fancy hotel. They'll take the best care of her until she's well sorted out.
Hey now, how much time are we talking here exactly?
Let her rot there permanently for all I care.
She can stay until she's determined to be fit to leave by the doctors. I'm sure it won't be more than a few years, darling. And with what she's saying about Stanley, looks like it's either Stanley or Blanche.
That's right. And you can't possibly take that woman seriously. It's her word against mine, and she's certifiably insane.
I'm sure a few years wouldn't be so bad. It's just until she's got her grasp of reality back. Right, Stanley? Eunice?
Right, it's settled then. I happen to know the psychologist here at this here hospital. I'm off to arrange the details.
This is best for Blanche, right?
I suppose so. This is his decision after all.
Don't worry, dear. They'll take good care of her. I'll let you rest now.